When I think about Benji, the first thing I think about is friendship.
Benji was a very caring person.
In every situation, he was thinking about everyone around him.
He could take all that power and give it to other people.
Benji wasn't born in Israel, and he came to Israel when he was a child, and it was very important for him to be an Israeli.
Those were the seeds to things that led him to years later to go into the army. And as a child, being so connected to Eretz Israel.
He learned all these things about to be a soldier in the Israeli army, to defend Am Yisrael. All about that he learned in Eli, in his time in Eli.
We were very proud from the beginning of his army career. He was a professional in what he was doing.
To see how soldiers listened to him and followed him is amazing. He led sometimes 120, 130, 140 soldiers to be able to influence them on their personal lives. And that's what made him so special as a commander.
And we were always very proud of him. We always gave him as much support as we could, which he didn't really need.
When I looked on Benji and Ayala, I saw the true love in their eyes.
At his wedding, he was on a high.
In the high point of this ceremony, we were all standing downstairs near the chuppah, and then suddenly Benji's brother says that Benji and Ayala, before they start the chuppah, before they make the kiddushin, they want all of us to pray for the Israeli soldiers. And this is exactly Benji.
The mission of Benji's platoon was to stop the missile fire from Marun Aras into Israel. The moment they arrived, the Hezbollah ambush was waiting for them. Benji's platoon fell under heavy fire. The fighting went on for hours, and Benji led his men bravely. Benji and 5 of his soldiers were killed during the fighting.
This was a theme through his life, that he felt that he knew what needed to be done and he'd do it.
Roy Klein, who was my Samgad, which is deputy head of battalion, he was the one that told me about Benji, that Benji was killed, and he brought me home. And that was the first time I saw Roy cry.
Everything lit his imagination. He was very creative, very imaginative.
Roy had a very, very funny laugh. Whenever I feel bad or I have a bad mood, I try hard to think about Roy laugh, and is a perfect cure.
I think Eli really influenced him in many ways because, first of all, he chose to study there before the army service. And also he chose to build his house there after he got married and to build a family in Eli. So I think it's a combination between the Torah studying and ideology of living in a place like this.
He combined both worlds, the spiritual world, the world of Jewish thought, and the secular world of studying for exams, for tests in the college.
After his children were born, he played with them and sang with them and lifted them, and he was very devoted, a really, really good father.
When I met Roy the first time, I saw a thin man without muscles. When the combat started, Roy changed his skin. He became from a sheep to a lion. In few seconds, Roy changed, and it was amazing. All of his qualities were revealed, and we could trust him. It was amazing.
Roy was a unique combination of a Torah scholar and a soldier. He excelled in both areas. As Roy was about to receive his rabbinic ordination, he was also about to become a brigade commander. 5 years ago, as a platoon commander, he was given an award of excellence for a battle he fought in Lebanon. Roy was very modest about it. He described the battle in the following interview.
האמת, לא מתרגשים יותר מדי. זה קורה, פועלים בצורה די טכנית, על פי מה שמתרגלים באימונים הרבה מאוד. ומנסים לשמור על קור רוח, לא מתרגשים יותר מדי. מה שעובר בראש בקרב כזה, זה הרצון קודם כל לעמוד במשימה.
אני חושב על רועי קליין, סמג"ד בגדוד 51 של חטיבת גולני. רועי שהוביל את לוחמיו, קפץ על הרימון שהושלך לעברם, ספג את כל כוח הנפץ על גופו והציל את חיי לוחמיו. הוא עוד הספיק למלמל, שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד.
In this generation, we find new souls, Jewish people who in their personality can combine, on the one side, Ahavat Teire, Kedusha, and on the other side, they are brave people who are going to the army, which is unusual to find it in a people that so like the Beis Midrash, so like to learn Torah. This new way, this is the way we try to build in Beis Midrash in Eli.